What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weeper, back again with another video. Okay, I've been procrastinating all day, so I didn't get any homework done. Only did one assignment, so the next videos are going to be coming out very late for Wednesday. And I have no school Wednesday because it's weird. So I'm going to have to do most of my work Wednesday, so I might not make a video tomorrow. But I'll try to make what if Asta had Aizen's power, or my ReZero one, or the Killer Queen. So let's get straight into this. What if Midoriya had fullbring? Now, you might be wondering, how is All Might and Midoriya with each other? Well, I'm going to explain. Midoriya was already well built, but he just wanted to put his body to more of a test. And All Might was just walking to the beach. He always sees the beach like, you know how it used to have all that trash on it, but Midoriya didn't have to get asked. He didn't have to ask All Might because he never asked for All Might's power in the last part. So Midoriya just did it all by himself. He cleaned the beach, and that gave him a lot more respect in All Might's eyes. And yeah, so All Might's just been seeing him do it, and Midoriya only took 3 months. And All Might's just been showing him hero techniques. But he's been doing his small Might form, so no one can recognize him. And Midoriya says, "All Might, do you think people in this world," Midoriya is saying this, "can have power similar to you? Because I always wondered, you seem like you have like a super punch or something. But I know you have something different. I know so. You have lots of people in you." And All Might says, "What do you mean, young Midoriya? I have lots of people in me." And Midoriya says, "Here, see, look." And yeah, Midoriya pulls out All Might's soul ribbon, and and Midoriya shows that there's 7 other users with him. And there's something dark at the beginning of it. He's talking about one, all for one, because he had the quirk first and gave it to the first user. And All Might sees it and he says, "What is that dark spot?" And Midoriya says, "It seems like it was the first person to ever use your power, or he gave it to someone. It seems like." That's where I'm getting confused. Who is this person who had this power first? And All Might says, "Well, it seems like you are the right choice, because how would you figure this out? You must have a special ability. You can see into other people's souls. What else can you do?" And Midoriya is like, "Well, my father taught me all these techniques. He said he learned most of them from Reapers, you could say, Grim Reapers. That's what he always used to say. But a massacre happened with most of his people he lived with, and he came to the My Hero world, you could say." And All Might says, "Well, I never heard of this incident about these Grim Reapers. So can anyone learn this?" And All Might is like, curiously, so do you really have a quirk? That's my real question." And Midoriya says, "Yes, I do. It's fire, but I have blood that gives me Quincy powers. And I know that you're quirkless, All Might, because there's other people who have the same power as you, and there's no reincarnation. It's just some sort of reincarnation. So that means you must have been quirkless, or you've been reincarnated lots of times. Which I don't believe that you were that evil guy from the first from the first cycle. It doesn't make any sense. And I sometimes sense that same presence, but I just don't know where to pinpoint it. It scares me." Yeah, so yeah, Midoriya always senses all for one, but he doesn't know where he's actually at because All for One got that big spiritual pressure, and yeah, and All Might goes into the history of about his quirk, and Midoriya says, "So you can pass it on. I see. Well, when you run out of power, I would like for you to nominate. I would like to inherit your quirk, if that's all right with you. I want to just be like you, and with that quirk of yours, I think I could save a lot more people. And I have lots of other quirks, so I don't need to just rely on my strength." And All Might says, "You are a good candidate, but I'll have to see in the future." And Midoriya then gets a phone call from Totoro. Totoro is Midoriya's father. Yeah, his name is Totoro Ushida Midoriya. Yeah. Yes, this is how Totoro looks like. I know he might look similar to someone, but they're different people. This is Totoro Ushida Midoriya. They're different. They might be related, but different. It's a lost cousin of Udaru, but it's Totoro. Okay. Anyway, Totoro is just calling Midori, and he says, "Son, I think I did something very bad, and the Soul Society is gonna come after me. I've been talking to you about this for a very long time. I think I stole a Soul Reaper kid or something. I don't know how I did it. I just saw him walking around, and I kidnapped him. I also kidnapped this little girl, too. This might seem bad though. What do you think I should do?" And Midoriya says, "You kidnapped two people." And All Might says, "Do you want me to arrest your father then?" And Midoriya says, "No, he's just being weird." And Midoriya then he goes straight to his father's location, and All Might follows, but he's in Small Might form. He follows from a far distance, and then yeah, so yeah, Totoro almost said Udaru. Yeah, Totoro. Yeah, I don't know why he kidnapped two children. And Midoriya has finally arrived. He hasn't seen his father in a couple months, so he's excited, but he's also sad that he kidnapped two people. I mean, children. Now, note from this story: never kidnap children. That's bad, big bad. You're a sicko if you do such a thing. But Totoro had a good reason though, which doesn't justify it. Okay, I'm making this weirder than it is. Why do I have to come up with this idea? Okay. And yes, so Midoriya sees Totoro, and I now have to change Izuku Midoriya's name a little bit. I have to give him the Ururu sound. Uzururu. Izukuru. There we go. Izukuru. There we go. That's beautiful. Oh yeah, it has also his middle name's that now. Okay. Yeah. So Uzukuru sees that his father's hiding two things, and All Might is down is he's in a closed space, so where Udaru can't see him. I mean Totoro can't see him, and he says, "Okay, good, you weren't followed." And okay, then he just pulls out a soul ribbon and he says, "Okay, you're followed by oh my, All Might." He says it quietly. He's done. He searched before for Soul Ribbon, and he found All Might pretty easily when he first got into the world. But I didn't go over that. And yeah, so okay, so Midoriya says, "Father, it's been so long, but why did you tell me you kidnapped two children?" And Totoro's like, "Well, I did. I'll show you the first one. I kind of knocked them out, so I gotta wake them up." And yes, it's Kazu who's gotten kidnapped. I don't know how Totoro stole Kazu. You'll figure out for the next part. But for now, we'll have to hear his story. and Kazu Kurosaki. If you don't know who this is, it's Ichigo's son. Yeah, I told you. Yeah, Totoro. Yeah, Totoro came from the Bleach world. Okay, so I thought I was gonna make Kazu a lot older, but I was like, nah, he's probably Midoriya would be older because his fault because Totoro would escape when the massacre happens. So yeah, that makes more sense. I forgot when the massacre happened. Remind me in the comments. Now, yeah, Kazu then explains he comes from the Soul Society, and All Might's listening to this, and he says, "Geez, Louise." And Totoro knows he can defeat All Might in his weakened state because he's noticed that All Might has gotten weaker over time. So yeah, I just want to let you know he's that powerful. Think he should be the number one hero now, Totoro. Now yeah, Kazu just keeps explaining that he's come from the Soul Society, and he was trying to get to the Western branch of the Soul Society because his father made him mad. Yes, oh, he's a kid. Okay. I don't know why I'm talking about the Western Society. I mean Soul Society, Western Soul Society. You know what I'm talking about. I seriously need to watch the show. It's about the other side of the Soul Society. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, he says, and then I got here. I must have been transported here somehow. It looks like I found a new world. And I found a new Quincy. And yeah, so and then Kazu explains that he's just been following Totoro around. And then Totoro and and Kazu ran into a yakuza, and his name was Overhaul. And then they just beat him up because he was annoying them. I mean, Totoro did. He just shot him with a lot of arrows and killed him. Yeah, Overhaul's dead in this part. This might sound so bad, but I don't know how strong Kid Kazu is. Tell me in the comments. I'm pretty sure he has a hollow mask. Okay, I'm pretty sure he can do some damage. Yeah, but also Totoro was there, so yeah, so they killed Overhaul, but they saved someone in return though, and yeah, so All Might here said that that Kazu and Totoro killed someone, and All Might says that is enough, Totoro Midoriya, and Kazu's like, you sound like Ururu. You must be related to him somehow. Yeah, and All Might says, I can't allow for someone to kill another person without a valid reason. And Totoro says, All Might, you know well that you can't defeat me in battle. You're too weak now. I'm just telling my son. He knows the big truth. Now, can you leave us alone? It's a father moment with a Grim Reaper. I mean, a Soul Reaper. You want to understand? We're talking about another world stronger than this one. There's people that you couldn't even handle in that world. I know so, especially that head Captain Yamato. Oh my goodness, that man scared me for an old guy. And yeah, Kazu knows about him, and he says, yeah, he's very scary. But my father is almost as scary as him, almost. And Totoro says, your father must be very strong. And Izuku's like he's just getting confused, and he says, "Oh my father really could kill you. I think you should stand down on this one. And we need you as a hero. I don't want my father to become the number one." And All Might says, "Why has young Midoriya's attitude changed?" So this is what happens if you have such power. You get arrogant. Maybe I should hold off on giving this to Midoriya. And yeah, so yeah, Totoro then Oh, I was hearing something. Sorry. Yeah, Totoro then explains, "Okay, All Might. Now, if you don't stand down, I will have to be forced to hurt you very badly." And yeah, Totoro pulls out his Quincy arrow and he says, I don't want to do this, All Might." And All Might says, "There's nothing to fear. I'm going to win this battle quite easily." And Kazu's like, "I don't think we should do that here. We still haven't figured out our mystery guess." And it feels like I'm just monologuing, but I'm not. And yes, so yeah, Totoro then says, "Just let me explain." He still has his Quincy arrow out. He then explains that he's been researching Overhaul, and he's figured out, and he's been torturing a little girl for God knows how long. There we go. Boom, fix it. Now, as Totoro goes into explaining that, All Might then goes un he starts to not guard himself anymore. He says, "Oh, I see, but that doesn't give you the right to kill him." And Totoro says, "Okay, I really didn't kill him. I just sent him to the Soul Society, so I didn't kill him." And Zuka says, "Yes, he sent him to the Soul Society. He's not dead." And All Might says, okay, at least he's not dead then." Okay, they're lying. They actually did kill him, but we ain't gonna talk about it. Midoriya's on weird timing in this what if. And yes, it's time for me to reveal the mystery person. Yes, Totoro has saved Eri a lot earlier. Now you might be wondering, why would he do such a thing? Well, Totoro has a lot of justice in his heart. And that's why he killed Overhaul, because he was a big meanie. And I forgot to mention that Totoro had decades trained with his Quincy arrows too. A lot of decades, even before he before he had to retreat. After the massacre. So he had us a lot of time. So he's perfected those Quincy arrows, so he can kill people pretty easily. And yeah, so that's why he killed Overhaul. Yeah. So yeah, so Aries gonna be on the show a lot sooner. Now, as this was happening, and Tudor says, "I would like to adopt Eri into my family." And yeah, this is where it's gonna change up a little bit. Tudor is gonna adopt Eri instead of Aizawa. Oh, no, I'm just getting. No, I was just remembering the voice I used to do for Mr. Aizawa. I need to when he comes back into these parts, I'm gonna have to do the voice again. So yeah, just be ready for that for the next part. Now, um, yeah, so this Eri is a little not totally tortured all the way like she was in the original story, and yeah, so All Might says you still should probably get her to to a hospital if she's been tortured. I'll bring her there myself. And All Might then Eri runs away from All Might because she's scared. And All Might says nothing to fear. All Might, okay, this is a quite sad moment. Okay, All Might's just using his real voice. And he talks with Eri. And yeah, so Eri goes straight to the hospital after All Might convinces her, and he gains her trust. And yes, so for the next part, Eri will be more important in the series from early on, and the exams will be starting the next week. The first exams where they become heroes. So yeah, I know a lot of stuff happened in this part, and we'll be seeing other Soul Reapers coming to this world. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know this might seem a little weird, but it's not. It all makes sense. And I've been kind of been monologuing. I wasn't trying to. I was gonna write a script, but I was like, the ideas just kept falling into my head until I got into that weird stuff about the kidnapping. I wish I wouldn't have did that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the episode. I was a little off, but okay. I keep hearing things outside my door. So sorry about that if I keep pausing. Now, I want you guys to stay healthy, keep it cool. I'll try to chillax for the one of my Asta series. Tell me in the comments which one you guys want. Okay, peace out. Full bring out.